Through our Model Villages program, more than 2,000 villages are being transformed across Punjab with clean drinking water, with sanitation, sewage, drainage, paved street, and solar infrastructure. Access to clean drinking water has become a central public health and human dignity priority for me across Punjab. For the first time, at this scale, ladies and gentlemen, Punjab is expanding clean drinking water infrastructure across urban and rural communities alike through new filtration systems, upgraded supply networks, and sustainable water solutions. Because no woman should have to walk miles carrying water for her family, and no child should suffer because of unsafe drinking water. Because dignity must not depend on geography. When villages are dignified, cities are strengthened. Rural uplift is urban resilience. Punjab has launched a historic urban development program of more than $2 billion across Punjab, rebuilding roads, drainage, sewage, water storage, and urban resilient infrastructure. More than, just in 2 years' time, Excellencies, more than 30,000 kilometers of roads have been constructed and completed, reconnecting communities, restoring mobility and economic activity in just 2 years. There is a lot more to come, inshallah. Urban flooding resilience is now being systemically strengthened across Punjab. After last year's flooding events, we had devastating floods last year that displaced about 5 million families. And to rehabilitate them was no mean feat, ladies and gentlemen. So now we immediately shifted toward flood-resilient infrastructure and climate-adaptive urban planning. This is the first time in decades that urban flooding is being addressed in a structured and data-driven way. For the first time, under Magnificent Punjab, we are undertaking a comprehensive revival of tourism, heritage, and cultural infrastructure across Punjab. More than 100 heritage sites, museums, archaeological landmarks, ecotourism destinations, and religious sites are under renovation, restoration, preservation, and rescue, reconnecting our people with history, identity, and culture, while making our cities more tourist-friendly, inclusive, and globally connected. Lahore, the capital of Punjab, is a walking museum and the cultural heartbeat of Pakistan, has proudly been declared the ecotourism capital for 2026 and 2027. The SCO has also recognized Lahore as a major tourism and cultural destination. I invite you all earnestly to come and see the magnificence that Punjab holds. This revival is not only about preserving the past. It is about creating opportunity, strengthening identity, and opening our cities to the world with pride, humility, and confidence. Through our flagship Suthra Punjab, means Clean Punjab program, more than 150,000 sanitation workers serve the province every single day in multiple shifts, making it one of the world's largest solid waste collection programs. This initiative is now being strengthened and modernized with a clear direction toward a waste-to-value transition, where solid waste will gradually be processed into recycling streams, compost, and energy recovery systems. This marks an important shift from traditional sanitation towards a circular economy model where cities are not only kept clean, but also designed to become more resource efficient, sustainable, and future ready. A clean city is not only dignity, it is sustainability in action. Air quality has become a central priority. With a multi-sectoral, technology-driven approach to smog control, focused on enforcement, monitoring, real-time monitoring, and compliance, clean air now in Punjab is not a privilege, it is a right. Punjab is building a clean mobility future. 1,100 electric buses have been introduced in the first phase, with a target of 5,000 electric buses by 2029, 2,000 buses this year, alongside electric bikes and electric taxis. Under Plant for Punjab, we have planted over 50 million trees in 2 years, restoring ecological balance and building urban forest rings. 1% of all the development spending is now dedicated to climate resilience. We have expanded the Safe City, technology-driven camera surveillance program to all parts of Punjab. The whole of Punjab is now CCTV monitored, because I believe that safe cities are not only about surveillance and keeping an eye on law and order. They are about technology, they're about prevention, they are about protection, especially for the vulnerable sections of the society, for women and children and every citizen. Excellencies, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable President of Azerbaijan today rightly said in the morning opening session that development demands courage, because courage leads to bold decision-making, and decision-making leads to effective implementation. I fully agree with this guiding principle, and this is what I'm taking home, Excellencies, because courage is at the heart of every meaningful reform and project I am pursuing for the last 2 years. From housing to urban resilience, every project I have undertaken is driven by bold and daring spirit to change the status quo. For every leader, this strikes a chord that development is never cautious. It is the courage that makes all the difference. Friends, the success of government is not measured in speeches, but in lives changed, in lives improved. From Baku, a city of transformation, we carry a shared message. Resilient cities are not a privilege. They are right for all humanity. Let us turn vision into action and ambition into impact, so that our cities are defined not by inequality, but by dignity, resilience, and hope. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Pakistan Zindabad, Azerbaijan Zindabad. Thank you.